Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline bling.
Ding. All the time, baby, all the time. 0839133728. Aure pelele. If you've got some culinary conundrums to ask. There's a big debate going down right now on Twitter between Mo and Julia. They're talking about cleaning a burnt pan. The one said just pour some vinegar in it, boil it for like 10 minutes, and then clean up with soap. I don't know. Maybe we'll address that question later, all right? Right now, we're talking about the best bride tips as shared by Uzola Nene and Anel Potgieter. Let's talk about how to make your cooked meat succulent. Yeah?
Okay, so usually when you're having a braai, it's for more than just one person. So you're going to be doing braaiing in stages, okay?
Yes.
So it's important to put the meat on at certain stages like Anel said, well done steaks go on first.
Yes.
And then also to keep your meat warm, put it into a pot, and moist rather. Put it into, you can bring it over. You can bring it over one steak.
Kan jy?
Just the one steak. Just
Work.
the top, yeah.
Okay.
To keep your meat moist, just put it into a pot with a lid on,
Right.
so it doesn't dry out.
So that steams it, basically.
It steams it and it keeps everything warm so that by the time the stuff that you brought, this wors, which is what you do last, is all ready, then the rest of the meat isn't cold and you don't have to sort of put everything in the oven or whatever. So, yeah.
Because what we used to do, Kochai, is that after the meat would come off of the braai, it would go into like a microwave. But
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, but that never worked because then like at the end the meat would be cold and then if you microwave it, it goes dry and then it just never worked.
Yeah.
So rather
and you can
have
see,
it...
this is a very blue steak, but it's fine.
By blue we mean it's red inside.
It's very rare, yeah. It's blue because it's cold in the inside.
Right.
And it's very raw on the inside as well. So some people like it that way. I like it that way. If you slice it really thinly, it's like carpaccio, but not quite,
It's alive in my mouth.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, that's the idea. Let's talk about the do's and don'ts on the braai. What are some relevant do's and don'ts while we're sharing these braai tips?
So the major don't is, she mentioned it before, is don't poke anything with a fork. Because you're trying to keep everything juicy and all the moisture inside the meat. So don't go poking around with sharp objects. And then also don't be one of those hover braai people who like to just touch everything all the time. You know when they're like flipping meat constantly? For what? For what? Just let it do its thing. It gets a beautiful crust.
And another thing, most important, I think, is the coals.
Absolutely.
Coals, yeah?
So my husband normally drinks too many beers before, and then the coals die. You know what I'm saying? So make sure the coals are glowing hot.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't braai on a coals that's klaar uitgebrand or on a fire.
You know the different stages of the coal, right? It starts off black. It goes red, then white.
Correct.
Do you want to braai during that red stage?
Red stage.
Well, for steak, definitely red stage, because you want that searing heat.
Yeah.
For near the end of the braai, or actually chicken. Chicken takes a really long time, especially chicken with the bone in.
Yeah.
You want to cook that gently on the braai, otherwise it'll blacken on the outside and it's completely raw on the inside. So then when the coals go from searing red to the white color, put your chicken on, and your boerewors also needs very mild heat.
Yes.
And also at that stage.
Yeah, and if you've got space, if your braai is a little bit bigger, just put the smaller coals or for your chicken. What I'll do, I'll have the hot coals here, and ek skuif 'n bietjie die kant toe, and then I just laat hulle 'n bietjie uitmekaar gaan, and it just cool down a bit, and then I'll do the chicken there, and I'll do the steak here op it later on.
Dis 'n wetenskap omtrent, né? Liewe ouers. Okay, some of the best braai tips I've ever heard shared here on your Feel Good Breakfast show via the Culinary Hotline bling. Zing. We'll do it again next week, and of course, if you've got some more questions to ask, you're welcome to do so on our Facebook page. Thank you very much, ladies. I'm gonna have another little piece of this steak.
Help
Zoe.
yourself.
Oh, it's you.